In this video, we're going to see the stock material requisition entry business process. So first, we will see what business trigger initiates the process. So at what point the process gets started, or what business need starts the process. Then we'll see the data that's involved in this business process. So in this case, data would be organizational data, master data, and transactional data. Then we'll look at the process itself, how it flows, what are the outputs of the process, and if there are any exceptions. So the trigger that, say, initiates the process is an end user identifying the need for materials. So examples of this may be drilling operations may find the need for tubular goods such as casing. Maintenance department may need fuel or filters, and HSE, for example, might need helmets, coveralls for personnel. So basically, when end-use departments identify the need for materials, at that point, they are going to request the material to be delivered from the warehouse, and they will do this by entering a material requisition. In terms of data, we have master data involved is the stock master, and then also requesting user. So those are two lists that have to have been priorly or previously entered into the system. And then the organizational data is the entity or company code where the request is being done, and also the user must identify as well the consumption location where the material is going to be charged to. Okay, so how is the process run? First thing we need to do is access the warehousing module. So at this point, I have opened the module, and I am going to then go to the material requisitions entry screen. So to do that, I'll click here, material requisition menu, and then material requisition entry. Next, we need to provide the data that's going to be used. So we're going to enter the company code. That's the organizational data. Then click new here, and that will create a new material requisition number. The user can also enter the number manually, but it's recommended to use this new button. That way the system will provide the next material requisition number. Also, there is a setting in the purchase documents module which will lock this field so that the user cannot enter it manually. Okay, so after entering this new material requisition number, we can enter the consumption location. So usually these will be AFEs or cost centers. In this test database, we have these codes. Let's just do this. And here we have this code that's where the cost is going to be allocated to. Once the material requisition is satisfied via an issue. Next, we have the some master data we need to provide. So in this case, we have the user list. So say in this case, system master is the one who's requesting this, and we can select that from the list. There's just one buyer set up here, and that's why I can only select that buyer. Or let's not call it a buyer. In this case, even though it's denominated a buyer, you can say this is the actual end user who's requesting the materials. We have three fields here we can also use. There's the reference field, comments, and description fields. These are all open text fields. And that can be used to, say, specify, say, for example, this description. You can use it for a general explanation of what the materials are going to be used for. Additional to this, we can enter the bill of material code, but say in this case there are a few that have been preset and you could use that, but in this case we'll enter the stock material requisition without using the BOM, or bill of materials. So after entering, say, this header information, we can now go and enter the line items, and the line items will use other master data. Particularly, it will use the stock codes or stock numbers. And what you can do here is, as you can enter the number directly if you know it, or the ID directly if you know it, but many times you may not know it, or end users may not know this. So what they do is they click here, and you see here we have we can use wildcard in the description field, or part number or manufacturer, to filter out the report. So let's go, we can enter, let's see what codes we have here. If I click without any of that, you're gonna have the whole list of stock codes. So this can be a very long list, right? So let's say we're gonna request an item, and we're gonna use this the wildcard. In this case, if you look at this description over here, if when it contains the word, you'll put that word between two asterisks, and that will filter out all the items that whose description does not contain the word. So in this case, I'm going to get this item here, and then I'm going to say I want 5 units of that. So you see the stock master is involved here. So this is master data that needs to have been entered before I go into this process. If the stock code does not exist in the stock master, I cannot find it because, or I cannot really request the material because the code is not available. So in that case, the end user would have to request that the code be created. After I select that, there's the condition code as well. This is another set of master data that is configured. I have a few condition codes preset here. Usually you'll see 5, so maybe A, B, C, D, E, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a percentage of usage associated to it. So you'll see, for example, 0, 25, 50, 75, and no, but it may vary from customer to customer, from user to user, well, not user to user, but IDS implementation to IDS implementation. Here we have then the second tab. We can go ahead and enter the quantity. Say in this case I'm asking for 5, and we can enter a date needed if we wanted to. This is optional. And here in the line comment is also an optional field where I can say explain what is the use that this material is going to have. But most of the time people just select the code, the condition, and then they enter the quantity that's being requested, and then save. And at that point, the first line is done. If I need to add more lines, I can continue. So I could go here, filter out again the stock master, select something else. If you see here as well in this search, you can filter by groups as well. Say for example, I'm going to do, I want to see by group code 7. It's just going to show me all the items that belong to group 7. Or say for example, in this particular case, I'm going to go and look at group 7.100, 07.100. So tab out, so it's included, and there we have all 07.100. So you can also use those groups here to filter the stock master. The end users should be familiar with how this group code dynamic was set up so they can leverage this for searches. Again, so I selected my code. I can say change to a different condition code, enter the primary quantity. Let's call that, say it's going to order 7, no date needed, and save. And you can continue doing this until you have all the lines for the request. So the end user will provide all the lines of the request and then save. And at that point, the user can preview this on screen. Right, so here in this particular case, we have this. This is a custom format. So there's the standard format which wouldn't have as much information. In this case, we have the custom format that has more information. But they could preview the material requisition here, and if everything's good, they can go ahead and click here, complete, and now this material requisition, once it's complete, will be available for approval. So a user who has approval rights in a separate approval system can go in and approve it. Now, if it's not a separate approval system, once I click complete, I can go ahead and approve it myself. And that's basically how you enter the material requisition. So the output at this point is a completed material requisition that can be approved. So that's what we have in terms of the material requisition. And at that point, with the material requisition pending to be approved, an approval can go ahead, approve the requisition, and then an issue can be done referencing that requisition to satisfy the need from the operation where the request is being, well, where the materials are being needed.